Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn the specific heat of gases. In the last lecture we learned about the adiabatic ratio, that is Cp divided by Cv, and today we are discussing the specific heat of the gases. Okay, so what are the specific heats? Specific heat means the amount of heat supplied to the substance such that its temperature increased by 1 degree Celsius. Okay, such type of heat is called as a specific heat. Now, specific heat are divided into, there are two type of specific heat. Okay, the first specific heat is principal specific heat. So what is principal specific heat? The amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass of gas by 1 degree Celsius. By 1 degree Celsius, such type of heat is called as a principal specific heat. Okay, so principal specific heat means it is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass by 1 degree Celsius. Such heat is called as the principal specific heat. Now, this principal specific heat are divided into two parts. The first part is called as a principal specific heat at constant volume, which is denoted by Cv, C suffix V, and principal specific heat at constant pressure, it is denoted by C. So what is this P and V denote? They are nothing but the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of a unit mass of gas by 1 degree Celsius at constant volume. Keeping the volume constant, it is Cv, and at constant pressure it is equal to Cp. Okay, so this is called as the principal specific heat. Now we are moving towards the second part of the specific heat, and that is nothing but the molar specific heat. Now, what is molar specific heat? It is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 mole of gas. 1 mole of gas by 1 degree Celsius. Such heat is called as the molar specific heat. Okay, so what is the difference between principal specific heat and molar specific heat? The main difference is that principal specific heat is related with the amount, that is mass, and the molar specific heat is related with the mole of the gas. It is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 mole of gas by 1 degree Celsius. As this principal specific heat is divided into two parts at constant volume and constant pressure. This molar specific heat is also divided into two parts. It is constant volume and this is denoted by C. Okay, so this is small c and this is capital C. Then the second one is at constant pressure. At constant pressure. Okay. and at constant pressure it is denoted by Cp. So what is Cv? It is the molar specific heat at constant volume, and it is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 mole of gas at constant volume, and this is the constant pressure. So this is Cv and this is Cp. So we are learn about the principal specific heat as well as the molar specific heat. Now there is some relation between this principal specific heat and molar specific heat. So what is the relation between these two specific heats? So this Cp, that is molar specific heat at constant pressure, is equal to m into Cp. Now what is this m? This m is nothing but the molecular weight of the gas. Similarly, Cv is equal to, it is m multiplied by Cv. This is molar specific heat at constant volume, which is equal to molecular weight of the gas multiplied by the specific heat, principal specific heat at constant volume. So these are the two relations between the principal specific heat and the molar specific heat. Okay, now a relation given by Mayer, between this molar specific heat at constant pressure and volume as well as between the molar principal specific heat at constant pressure and volume. So what is the relation between them? The relation between them is equal to this Cp minus Cv is equal to R, where this R is nothing but the gas constant. Okay, and for principal specific heat, this relation can be written as Cp minus Cv is equal to R divided by, it is R divided by J, where this J is nothing but a mechanical equivalent. Okay, or we can also write this is equal to capital M, which is nothing but the molecular weight of the gas. Okay, so this is the Mayer's relation for molar specific heat, and this is the relation for the principal specific heat, where this M is nothing but the molecular weight of the gas. So today we learn the two types of specific heat, that is principal specific heat and molar specific heat. Now we are moving towards the relation between the degree of freedom and the adiabatic ratio. So what is adiabatic ratio? We first learn what is adiabatic ratio, and then we derive the relation between the adiabatic ratio and the degrees of freedom. Okay, so what do you mean by adiabatic ratio? So the adiabatic ratio is equal to Cp divided by C. So what is the adiabatic ratio? The adiabatic ratio is nothing but the ratio Cp divided by Cv. Okay, so for monoatomic gases and for diatomic gases, the values of adiabatic ratio are different. Okay, so first of all, we see the relation between this adiabatic ratio. This adiabatic ratio is also defined or also denoted by letter gamma. Okay, so we derive the relation between the gamma and the number of degree of freedom. Okay, so in the last lecture, we learned about the average kinetic energy of a gas molecule per degree freedom. means the average kinetic energy of a gas molecule for 1 degree of freedom is equal to, and this value is equal. So the average kinetic energy for degree of freedom is equal to 1 by 2 kT. 1 by 2 kT, where this K is Boltzmann constant and this T is the absolute temperature. Now, if there are f number of degrees of freedom for a gas molecule, then the mean or the average kinetic energy per molecule, this kinetic energy is equal to 1 by 2 f multiplied by K. Okay. So what is F? F is nothing but the number of degrees of freedom. So this is for the 1 mole of gas. This is applicable for the 1 mole of gas. If we are going to see for the 1 molecule, then for the molecule, average kinetic energy for the molecule, then we must multiply this equation by the Avogadro's number, which is equal to N. So what is the average kinetic energy per molecule? Which is equal to, it is 1 by 2 F K T multiplied by N, where this N is nothing but the Avogadro's number, which is the number of molecules in 1 mole. Now, this Boltzmann constant K and this Avogadro's number, when they are multiplied with each other, they give us a gas constant R. So, this kinetic energy we can write is 1 by 2 F multiplied by R multiplied by T. Whatever this K and N, it is Boltzmann constant and this Avogadro's number, they multiply with each other and they give us a gas constant R. So, what is the average kinetic energy? It is equal to 1 by 2 FRT. Now, we are find out the specific heat at constant volume, and then we find out the specific heat at constant pressure. So, what is CV is equal to? This CV is equal to, it is du by dt at constant volume. So it is equal to d dt of 1 by 2 F R T. Okay. So what is this? This is nothing but the 1 by 2 F multiplied by R. So this is the value for CV. Now from this CV we can find out the value of CP, that is the molar specific heat at constant pressure, that is CP is equal to, this CP is equal to CV plus R, because according to the relation, Mayer's relation, we can say that Cp minus Cv is equal to R. So this is Cp is equal to Cv plus R. Therefore, this Cv is equal to 1 by 2 Fr plus R. Okay, so we can write here it is 1 by 2 Fr multiplied by R. So we can write this Cp as it is. Okay, so what is the adiabatic ratio? We know that the adiabatic ratio gamma is equal to Cp upon Cv. So this gamma is equal to Cp divided by Cv, which is equal to, what is Cp? It is F by 2 plus 1 and is multiplied by R divided by Cv. It is 1 by 2 F multiplied by this R get cancelled, and this 2, so it is F by 2, so it is F divided by 2 plus 1, and it is multiplied by 2 upon F. So this denominator goes into numerator, so it will become 2 by F. So if we multiply this equation, so we get here it is 2 by F into F by 2 plus it is 2 by F. Okay, multiplied by 1. This F will get cancelled, this 2 will get cancelled, so in here there remain 1 plus 2 by. So what is this? This is nothing but the adiabatic ratio, that is Cp upon Cv, which is equal to 1 plus 2 by F, where this F is nothing but the degrees of freedom. So if we know the number of degree of freedom, then we can easily find out the adiabatic ratio, that is Cp upon Cv for various type of gases, monoatomic gas, diatomic gas, as well as for the polyatomic gases. So today we learn about the specific heat of gases, and we also learn about the adiabatic ratio, and we find out the relation for the adiabatic ratio in the terms of degree of freedom. So this is enough for today. Have a good day. Bye.